And Wesker's can't even get burned, but they see him the next time. It wasn't over yet.
Next time we meet, don't count on another. Next.
And then there was a sub right there. That's his only way ticket to get out of there. Suddenly he had to leave. I hope he makes it in time.
Where are you? Chris!
Then he got lucky. He made it live.
Keep my promises.
And suddenly they got out and escaped already from the Antarctica's research facility. Well, it just became a happy ending, like the bosses and stuff.
I'm sorry, Claire, but it's not over yet. There's still something we've got to do.
And hear his story about it.
Yeah, it's payback time. We've got to destroy Umbrella. Now, let's finish this once and for all.
But suddenly when they escaped, an explosion. You think the story just went over already? But let me give you a great example how they made more Resident Evils. Hey, you remember like the one called Resident Evil Survivor? Hell no, that game sucks. It definitely sucks more than the sorry Mario game ever. It's like it's a virtual 3D shooting game. It's just like it sucks ass before in the straw for no reason. And they made some more Resident Evil games like Resident Evil Dead Them. It's like the shooting game is like the same thing on the cruise ship. Like how Raccoon City just ended. This already came out already before the next Resident Evil was coming. And they made more Resident Evil games like this one called Resident Evil Outbreak. You know what's this game about? I've seen it before. It's like Outbreak. It's just like it's not the regular sequel about the storyline. Like where's Claire Redfield or Leon S. Kennedy? This is just different kind of people. Just like how they survive each other, like sharing, killing, or instantly, even more, playing online. See it right here? Online. Let me give you some details. In a few years, in 2005 or something, they released Resident Evil once again, called Resident Evil 4. Particularly in Code Veronica X, this should have been the first part after Resident Evil 4 was released. Like 6 years had passed. In Resident Evil 4, you had to finish against Slaughter for no reason. It's like, that doesn't have involved against Umbrella Incorporated. It has to involve, like, the guys call himself Luz Luminados or something. Like, I like the virtual reality thing, like how you shoot people between it. It's kind of pretty amazing. Sometimes I'm using this video camera, just like how the angle moves straight forward. But I get used to it. And in Resident Evil 4, you have to save the president's daughter for anything and harm reason whatsoever. You have to face a big guy, and there's also danger. You have to press the button quickly. That was amazing, even more. And even there's more, like the woman called Ada Wong, she was alive. I saw her between my eyes when she had fallen about a story feet from the American Umbrella Incorporated before she betrayed me for no reason. Oh, I couldn't know she was alive, but in the end, she's still alive. I can play her as Ada Wong for no reason, but there's no Claire Redfield on this one. It's like Leon S. Kennedy is just like the rescue guy going in Europe for no reason. After Resident Evil 4 is over, let me give you some serious shit about this one. It's gonna come up next. I have it. It's like in 2001, Well, they had to do something with the games of all the Resident Evil games I already beaten before then. Well, they released the movie in theaters in 2001 called Resident Evil. Just only that, Resident Evil. Well, it has to start between Mia Jovovich, I don't know her name
As
like
the
that,
actor.
and Michelle Rodriguez about this movie. It's like, this is just the first Resident Evil movie. It's just like between all the zombies, all being created, and it's even more like how the T-Virus was for real.
Like all the artists.
And there was an underground layer, just like the first game on Resident Evil Doctor's Cut, for the first time. Yeah, it lasted a few years already. Like, they released Code Veronica X. But they had to stop there. Like, they were making more Resident Evil movies instantly. Like this one called Resident Evil Apocalypse. It's like, come on! Another Resident Evil movie? Well, it had to deal with Raccoon City and, like, this guy right here. The big guy. Like the one you face Nemesis on Resident Evil 3. Come on. You know how Jill Valentine is there. Even more. And there's, importantly, there was a few survivors in Raccoon City, just like how the game started. And there's more. After, like, in the preview, how the helicopters just fire all those bullets, it's like the same game as the movie. And, well, it was not over. In a few more years, they released Resident Evil Extinction. It's like the apocalypse, control about the extinction of human beings, and the life on land is dying. It's like there's nothing left between this movie already. It's like the end of the world as we know it. When I saw this on the theaters already, it was unbelievable how the Umbrella Incorporated created her as a clone, a two-class clone. It's like the movie and the game don't mix with each other. But let me give you some serious shit about this next movie. It was released in 2008 called Resident Evil Generation. Degeneration.
To me.
Start between Claire Redfield and Leon S. Kennedy. Well, they say 7 years have passed already. It's like it started in 1998. Just like when I beat the game, I had never seen this before. It's like...
It's not like a game.
Almost peeing my pants, like saying, what the hell is this? Claire Redfield's back? You think the horror's over? But it wasn't. It's like there was a plane crash near the airport and a bunch of zombie killers.
A violent terror event has occurred in one of the airport terminals. I don't understand why you won't let me leave.
Terrorists made any demands? Who the hell are you? Leon S. Kennedy.
Well, after Resident Evil 4, when I finished the game, it's like he went back to America. These two are just getting back together as the old times. It's like the terror's not over, but it's not a game, it's just a movie. It was released.
Shoot them in the head.
Of course, that's their weak spot.
Voila. Just like old times after the game. But it wasn't over.
Try not to get killed.
Okay, dinner.
It's like Claire Redfield's a different person in the mid-20s already. But where's her brother, Chris Redfield already? And this guy reminds me of Resident Evil 2 instantly. Well, we think we're out of the woods just yet about making more Resident Evil movies. But